Hey everybody, welcome back. It's great to see everybody again. Thanks for tuning in. So today I've got a couple of guests with me. Ooh, I'm so excited. So my nieces, Casey and Courtney. So their dad was on an episode earlier. Actually, I haven't posted that one to YouTube yet.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's been on Facebook, but it hasn't been on YouTube, so I gotta get it on YouTube. But when we did the beer bread with your Uncle Donnie and Erland, my brother. But today I've got the real cooks in the house. So we gotta pass this down, guys, generation to generation, right? I don't have any kids, so I gotta pass it to them. But luckily I have two nieces that love to cook. So Courtney's more of the cooker, right?
Yeah.
Like you do a lot of like meal prep.
Yeah.
Casey is the baker, right, Case?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you like to do cookies and you know the peanut butter fudge recipe that I did? How many batches have you made?
I made like two.
Two batches, 2 or 3
Yeah.
batches of this fudge.
They're good.
So it's good, it's foolproof.
It's very easy.
Very easy.
So easy.
So easy. Exactly. So today we're gonna do something fun. This is actually shouted out and dedicated to my wonderful friend, Fred Tommy Thompson, down in Florida. This is his most favorite thing ever. Do you guys remember Tommy, the steel player? He used to play in my band, Peter's band. Yeah. Well, he loves peanut butter cookies. Hey, Fred. Hi, we miss you. All right, so he's a complete Floridian now. So anyway, that's okay. So these are for him. We would love to ship these to you, but we'll probably eat them before you get them. Sorry. That's the way it is. All right, so peanut butter cookies. So first off, we have 2 different things that we're going to do. We're going to do all of the kind of what we call wet ingredients, right, in the mixer first, and then we're going to put the dry ingredients, then we're going to incorporate them together. But it's super easy. So first off, we're going to do 1/2 cup of brown sugar. So Casey, do you want to throw that in the mixer bowl for me?
Thing.
So 1/2 cup of brown sugar goes in there, and then 1/2 cup of white sugar. So you want to throw that in there for me? Perfect. Thank you so much. All right, so we got the 2 sugars in there, and then we need 1/2 cup of butter. So that's 1 full stick of butter. And we have it softened here. Court, you want to put this in there for me? So 1 full stick of butter goes into the mix. And depending on how cold your room is or whatever, you may want to zap it in the microwave. We did for what, 15 seconds? We took it out of the fridge and just put it on there for 15 seconds because I didn't have it sitting out ahead of time. So just go ahead and just zap it for, like I said, 15 seconds. It'll be perfect. Okay, so that actually will stick that in there. And these, we'll put those in the sink, Casey, if you want to put those in the sink. And then, Courtney, you want to crack an egg into that mold? So then the next step is we are going to add 1 egg to this. Okay, now we always crack it into a separate bowl. Why?
To get the shells out.
To get the shells out. See, they're so smart. They already know this. Yes, exactly. So 1 full egg goes into the mixture. All right, so far we've got 1/2 cup of brown sugar, 1/2 cup of regular white granulated sugar, okay? 1 full stick of butter, which is 1/2 cup. All right, so far we're just on the 1/2 cups, 1/2 cup, 1/2 cup, 1/2 cup. And then we have 1 egg. Now the last thing to go in here before we start mixing is a teaspoon of vanilla. Court, would you like to do the honors?
I would love to.
Of course you would love to. They're so cute. All right, so 1 teaspoon of real vanilla. All right, so if you have the imitation vanilla, you can use that, but if you've got the real vanilla, use it. All right, use it definitely. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and we've got the mixer up, I've got the paddle attachment on, and we're gonna start it on low. So that's the first speed, right? So, because we don't want it to splatter everywhere. So that's just gonna kind of mix for a little bit, and then after it gets incorporated, we're gonna up the speed, right? So we're gonna up it just a couple of notches, and we're gonna let this mix. Now, while we let this mix, we're gonna go ahead and do our dry ingredients, all right? So we've got 1 cup of flour in our sifter. And have you ever used one of these before? Casey's never used one.
I've never used one.
Steph, come on over. Come on over. Okay, so we got 1 cup of flour, and then we have a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. So you want to go ahead and throw that right in the top. Good job. And then we have 1 teaspoon of baking soda. All right, so you can go ahead and put that in there. So we have 1 cup of all-purpose flour. I use King Arthur flour. It's my favorite, and it's made in the USA. King Arthur flour straight out of Vermont. Okay, yes. So, and then we have a 1/4 teaspoon of regular salt, and then we have 1 teaspoon of baking soda. All right, so what you want to do is you want to pick this up, and you're just going to crank it. It's easy. Look at that. See how that all sits together? Isn't that so cool? Sifter. Now you don't have to sift it, but I find if you do sift it, it just adds a lot of air to the flour and just really incorporates everything really well. And then just kind of tap the side with your hand. See how that kind of gets it all down in there? Isn't that so neat? That was your great-grandmother's.
Ooh.
I know. That was Great Grammy Records.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was her sifter. Isn't that cool how that all goes down in there? There it is. And just give it a couple of knocks with your hand. Beautiful. All right, set it right off to the side. So everything is incorporated and nice and fluffy in your bowl. It's ready to go in. All right, so now what we're gonna do is probably we ought to spoon this in a little bit at a time.
Yeah.
So let me grab a spoon really quick, and then what we can do, it might be a little bit easier for you, is to spoon this in. So what I do is I usually just take it with a spoon, and then I just slowly kind of sift it in there, like 1 spoonful at a time. All right, you guys want to do that? You can, Casey, you can do the honor if you want. And then Courtney, what you can do is, do you want to do the peanut butter?
Sure.
All right. So we're gonna put this down on low, all the way on low as she incorporates that together. So Courtney is gonna go ahead and take the 1 cup measuring cup, and she's gonna spray it a little bit with the cooking spray. Trick number 385. All right, spray your measuring dishes first, especially like with you're using peanut butter or molasses, anything like that. So here's your spatula, sorry honey. And she's gonna put 1 cup of peanut butter in the measuring cup. And then that way when we scoop it out, it's gonna be so much easier to get out of the measuring dish. So if we spray it, then that way it's good to go. How's that coming, Casey?
Yes, a few more scoops.
A few more scoops? It's looking good, everybody. They're pros.
We're professionals.
You're professionals. You're going to be able to retire.
CEO of cooking.
CEO of cooking. There, that's perfect. And you can just dump the rest in there. Is there any left to dump?
And there's like
Just a smidge. Perfect. Those can go right in the sink now. Awesome. Love it. Courtney's over here with her master peanut butter. Now, if it's a little more or a little less, it's okay.
Peanut butter's always good.
You can't go wrong with peanut butter. Like, I could eat this whole jar.
Right? Just by the spoon.
Just by the spoon. All right. So we're going to turn this off. We're going to lower it down. And then you can do the honor and scoop that in. And it will come out so much easier with it sprayed because it will come out cleaner. It's pretty much what we're trying to say, is that if you use the spray, it's easier to scoop out. I mean, you still have to get at it, but how's that? See, look how clean that is. It doesn't hardly stick to the side at all. Perfect. All right, so then what we do for good measure is you take your spatula and scoop in and grab 1 more scoop of peanut butter and drop it in. One can never have too many peanut butter. That one's for you, Tommy. All right, that little scoop of peanut butter. All right, so we're good. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna start it back on low. Now we have preheated our oven to what?
350.
350 degrees. All right, so that's been on for a little bit. We're gonna increase the speed of this. We're gonna keep mixing, all right? When we come back, we're gonna have everything cleaned up. We're gonna scoop it out. And we're gonna show you how to make a perfect peanut butter cookie. So we'll be right back.